Hey everyone, so what I have here is an Easton E700 hockey helmet. I got it for my wife, and today when we try to put on her hockey cage, I don't know if you can see here, it doesn't actually line up. And I've looked on the forums, and apparently that's a very common problem with this helmet. This is a Bauer, it's a really old Bauer cage that my wife has been using for probably 20 years or longer. She's been playing since she was like 9 years old. But let me kind of line this up here for a second. So I don't know if you can see here, and I apologize for a shaky view. I'm using my cell phone here. So the hole on the clip, the hinge clip on the cage, doesn't actually line up with the screw hole on the helmet. It's about a quarter of an inch off, maybe a little more. And when we actually were able to put this helmet, the cage on the actual helmet, it doesn't completely close. So what happens, what you get here is this ridge that's here stops the helmet from completely closing. So it gets caught up here, and then the helmet the cage gets stuck in this position. It doesn't go all the way down. So I went on, I called Hockey Giant, which is where I got the helmet from, and asked them, and they said, really what you only have one option is just to buy an Easton cage. And I didn't want to spend 40, 50 bucks on a cage when I have this. So I asked them if they sell these clips, because really all I need is just a slightly longer clip here to get this to fit onto the screw hole, to which they said no. So I didn't want to spend the money. So I had a couple options here, and I haven't done this yet, but I think this should work fine. So this is the metal, I don't know exactly what you call this, but it's material used, I'm in my garage so I can kind of show you, to hang ductwork. So you can see here that how that's kind of holding this ductwork up here. I thought that would be a decent option to kind of create your own little clips. But I'm not going to actually go that way. I have these that I kind of found in my box old crap that's been lying around for 20 years. And I think this would kind of work really well to make a clip. It's got one hole in it already, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount this one side on it, bend it around the bottom of the cage, line up where the second hole is, drill out a second hole, and see how that would work in terms of making a clip. Again, I don't want to spend the 50 bucks or whatever a cage costs nowadays, when really all I need is to spend about 20 minutes in the garage working on this. So I'm going to come back and I'll let you know how it worked out. Right, so what I've done since since the cut, is I installed the J-clips on the side, as you can see here and here. And then I basically positioned the helmet, I connected the straps and everything. I pre-screwed one side of the metal piece that I was showing you that I found lying around in my garage, and then I did it on both sides. I laid the cage on top of it, and then took this metal piece, bent it up and under, and then back over it on itself. I have some needle nose pliers, and I'm going to try to use to make it a slightly tighter fit. But this looks like it's going to work really well. I also have these metal snips that I think would work really well to form this so it looks a little bit nicer. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm also going to reverse these, flip these so that this side is on the inside and that the nice side is on the outside so it looks a little bit more professional. With regards to these clips, I'm going to talk with my wife and see what she wants to do. I could always just remove them. Or we could just let them flop around in there in case she ever decides to go to a different helmet that fits a little bit better than this one. We have some options there, but yeah, I think this is going to work pretty well. All right, I'll do another cut, and then I'll come back when we're finished. Right, so I just finished. I don't know if you could see there. I know there's a big old glare, even with this matte finish helmet. It's still kind of reflecting. Yeah, I mean, I think it worked pretty damn well. You can kind of see a little bit of a rough edge around there. I may just paint this to make it look a little better. But it closes properly, the helmet's secure, the cage is secure, and that worked really well. Now, like I said, you probably don't have this exact piece of metal just lying around your house. I do think this would work pretty well, or any piece of sheet metal, and like all you need is, an electric drill and these kind of snips to kind of make it look somewhat finished there. I am going to probably spray paint it black so it matches the rest of the helmet, but yeah, other than that, I think this worked out really well. Hope this saves you some money. I mean, like I said, I didn't feel like spending the $50 on this, or again, however much a cage costs, especially when we have a perfectly fine one here. So this worked really well. All right, thanks guys. Bye.